if you are here for Social Studies 8 honors and your son or daughter has McBride, 6th period, right? Okay. Just real briefly, I don't know why there's a blue line there. There's supposed to be some information there, but I don't remember. Oh, I know what it was. That's really weird. I don't know why that happened, but anyway. That's my email address. If you're still using the domain name sbsdk12.org, it still gets to me. I'm just trying to be modern and hip and use the new sbunified.org. They both work. Come on in. That's my phone number, the school phone number, and my extension. And that blue line was supposed to say the school website, which is www.lcjhs.org. How many people are using that tool pretty regularly? Okay, there's all kinds of information. We're just using it constantly now. If I want to communicate something en masse to the parents, I'm told to send it to, person A, and they will post it on the website. So,
do you get your emails through Colina EDU?
If you message me through EDU, I will get it. Yeah. I don't know what happens when I reply to you because it comes through my email and I reply to you through my email. So I'm hoping you're getting my
email and also on EDU.
Yeah, I get it on both. Yeah. In fact, I just had a email or a message from a parent yesterday, so it's working. It's one of the few things that's not like on the grids. So just really quickly, my background, I am a graduate of UCSB. I've done all my teaching here on this campus. I started, in the back of that wing over there is Open Alternative School, and so I started teaching there as a 6th, 7th, 8th grade combination teacher, and went on to become a K-1 teacher, and I wore the librarian hat at that school, which is what got me into this school, because I started subbing as a librarian here, and I've been teaching here since 2001. Did anybody here go to the Gate Honors Parent Information Night? So I'll talk a little bit about what I talked about with that meeting, but one of my hats that I wear here is I'm an 8 site coordinator. That's a fancy way of saying I am the representative for the honors teachers at Colina, and I go to a monthly district meeting and I represent them and we talk about issues, and that's a really important committee for the teachers here because that committee has given a lot of money to Colina in the last many years, but especially in the last 3 years. So they bought that LCD projector for me and that TV and the iPad over there and all kinds of great stuff, and have paid for some really terrific professional development that I've been able to do. So, and then I'm involved in a couple other things, so I might see you at PTSA. So I think it's really important for a teacher to come to school and be happy every day, and I have the good fortune of having a great husband and 2 terrific boys who don't live with me anymore, but are near enough to pop in the back door, and so I'm a happy person, and I think I hope I bring that to your kids. My commitment to teaching is that I am going to hopefully spark an interest, if it's not already there, and an understanding of history. And I want to build your kids' confidence. We're going to be talking about a lot of things, and there's always a lot of controversy in history topics. There's a lot of times no right answer, and kids want to give the right answer or else they don't want to talk. And so, I'm always, come on, give it a try. Don't be afraid to be wrong. Let me hear what you have to say. What questions do you have? So we're going to be doing a lot of that. I have become a much better teacher over the years because of the questions my students have asked and because of the unscripted conversations that we have and the connections that these kids are making. All of a sudden a kid will, wait a minute, isn't that like something that's happening in the news that I heard about last week? And then we have just this phenomenal conversation. That's the kind of confidence building and the kind of honoring what they have to bring and what they have to say and the mistakes they might make. That's where I feel like history is valuable. That's why we teach it anyway. And then of course one of the really important things that I am here for is to teach, get your kids ready for high school. And so I might be helping your kid with organizational skills or study skills or time management skills. And I'm always here to help. So my philosophy, and this is something that I want to give to my kids, and I want them to give back. I want to teach them to be open-minded, open-hearted, be honest. I'll do all that with them, communicate. I always expect their best effort, even when they're feeling like I don't get it, I don't know how to do it. Okay, well, let's try. And help is always available. I'm here in my classroom at lunch for them any day of the week that they need me. I'm here before school, I'm here after school. If you would like to set up a meeting with me, I'm available for that. So that's just part of the way I do it. Connecting with the parents is a really important aspect to my teaching. So please don't hesitate to contact me if your child is struggling with something, or you have questions, or you don't understand something that's posted on EDU, or you're wondering, anything that you need to know. The curriculum in this class, the content, it's U.S. history. We start at the advent of Europeans coming over and colonizing in the United States, and we go about up to the Industrial Revolution. But right now, you've probably seen your kids doing maps, and you're going to see them talking or learning or reading about Native Americans right now. So what we're doing right now is we're setting the tone. We're creating this physical setting of the story that we're going to tell, and we're talking about the people that were here before the Europeans got here, because they're going to be part of the story that we tell all along. And we're going to be talking about the effects of U.S. history on women and on people who were enslaved and brought over from Africa, and people who were part of the story that came from Mexico and other European countries, all kinds of immigrants. So it's going to be a really rich story, and let's see, and we're doing a lot of current events this year, so we're going to be making a lot of connections to things that they're hearing in the news. The textbook that we use is this Brown History Alive textbook. Your kids should already have gotten it unless they were absent last Wednesday. They can leave this at home because we have a class set there, courtesy of Colina and TSA. We're going to be using a lot of primary sources in this class, looking at the historical and political documents, looking at letters that people wrote, looking at diary entries, looking at photographs, political cartoons, etc. We're going to be looking at some great pieces of fine art. We will be talking about we'll be talking about articles and using scripts. Occasionally, you might see your child playing a video game for this class. There's some really cool video games on websites like iCivics, and so there is some educational value in those, I promise you. And I would not assign something to your kids that I didn't think was valuable. And I just want to say that Common Core, the new Common Core state standards, is a really great thing for history. I know that some of the other subjects might be struggling with it a little bit, but in general, it's a great change in education, and in history in particular, because I don't have to teach discrete details that I'm going to worry, oh my gosh, is there going to be a question about that on the test in May? So it's so much richer. It's the way history should be taught. And what I like about it, in addition, is that there's a lot of reading and writing skills that are going along with it. And I want to say that your kids, first of all, they have handled this heat fabulously. But secondly, it is such a joy to see for the last 2 years, and this year in particular, when I tell the kids we're going to do some writing now and take out a pen or a pencil, they are just writing and writing and writing. We did a writing activity last week, a 3-part writing activity, and I got tons of great, what I call visible thinking out of them. And there's no audible, everybody is into it. They're producing great stuff. So writing is going to be an exciting and important thing. I went to a really neat writing workshop in New York State 2 summers ago about writing to think historically, and I'm excited about ramping ramping it up even more this year. So in this class, half of the grade is based on assessment and half of it's based on classwork and homework. And a lot of the classwork and homework is, the thinking kind of stuff. It's where they're talking in class, they're creating, unique sets of information based on their analysis of something, et cetera. So that's 40% of the grade. And then there'll be some classwork that's light. It doesn't involve a lot of thinking. It's giving them some baseline information. So that won't be weighted as heavily. That's the 10% piece. Units and tests, quizzes, tests, and projects will be the formal assessment. Units typically last 2 to 3 weeks. If you remember that your kids had a spiral notebook last year, if they were at Colina, we're not going to do that because I have 140 some students and I don't want to schlep all those home. So they'll be turning in unit packets. This is kind of a small one, but it involves a unit title page and then the assignments that I have them hang on to the end of the unit because I want them to use these as tools. And a lot of it, to be honest, a lot of it is stuff that I don't want to spend time collecting all these papers every single day. So we put it together in a packet and I collect it at the end of the unit. I try to provide homework choices often. Some lessons and units lend themselves to that better. You may have noticed that your kids have been choosing a current events article lately. If you attended the honors information night, this will look familiar to you. These are the ways that we differentiate for kids. This is just good teaching for anyone, but in an honors class in particular, we're trying acceleration, depth, complexity, and new ideas that the kids are bringing. And I'm going to just say that we're kind of actually decelerating a little bit right now in the 8th grade history classes so we can ramp up the depth and the complexity. So I think it's going to be a really rich year. I'm super excited about it. I love your kids. We're having a great time. It's a fabulous way to end the day every day. And thanks